Hey everybody, this is Andy here from We Are On Gaming, coming at you live with a new part of my Super Mario Sunshine LP. Now I have a question. When you jump off this building, you take 1 life of damage, just a normal jump. But when you jump off the building, heading face first, and you break your neck, you don't lose a life. Nintendo logic. Once again, your argument is invalid. So in the last episode, I think we did 4 parts of Rico Harbor, and now we are going to attempt to finish the Rico Harbor. So episode 5 is called Gooper Blooper Returns, and you guessed it, we have to fight Blooper again, but this time the level of difficulty is shot up a little bit. Now, this time he managed to get onto the helicopter pad, and sorry about that mic thing, one of the cords got stuck on the speaker part. I've been having a lot of audio issues recently. Like in the last video, one of my splitters broke. Luckily I brought 5 splitters, but you only need to have 3. I bought 5 because I read online that they break very easily. So if you ever get into LP recording, make sure you buy extra splitters because they break very easily. And it's pretty much the same thing as last time. You grab it, his tentacle, and you rip them off. Rated E, my ass. Remember when I was little, this was like kind of hard. And I feel like in every single episode, I talk about my experiences when I was little with video games, and I have a lot. Like I remember my first console, it was a Game Boy, and it came with Pokemon Crystal, and I didn't know how to play, but I figured it out eventually. And so we rip his mouth off, and he goes into 2D. I don't recommend ripping octopus's mouths off. And once again, if you didn't know this, you only have to rip off the inside tentacles, not the outside. That's not usually common knowledge. Most people rip them off and all of them off. Now here, this is stupid. Watch this. I fall off because... And later in the game, we will learn about that nozzle. It's only a hologram, says Flood. And if you didn't notice, I believe Flood stands for Flash Ultra. No, Flash. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I just embarrassed myself. I don't know if I've touched upon this yet, but I like to do post commentaries for a reason, and you just found out why. Because when I commentate while I play, I say some really stupid things, like things that I just normally wouldn't say. It's kind of like being intoxicated. Like when someone's intoxicated, that's what when they say weird things. Just think of it like this. That's what they think of when they're sober. They just don't say it. And look how easy that one came off. With the other one, I had to stretch out to the end. And now look at it. And we rip his mouth off, which, once again, ESRB, rated E. And very bad splash animations. But I gotta give this game a lot of credit. It was made in 2003 or 2002? Can't remember. But I may have said this, but this is my all-time favorite game in history. It was my first console game. Great game. Great game. That's why I'm doing it as my first LP that I'm actually going to finish this time. Back when I had like 20 subscribers, I'd do like little LPs. I started Pokemon Fire Red, but then I lost the save file, and then I started Mario 64, but it just wasn't working out. And then I decided, hey, why not do my favorite game, Super Mario Sunshine? And I'm trying to be pro and flip into there like that, but it didn't work out. Should have edited that out, but I didn't. And this one is called Red Coins on the Water. For some reason, like a year ago when I completed this game, I had a lot of trouble with this level. Now, it's going to be one of those surfing things again, but even if you want to be all pro, you can take the purple or pink blooper guy, but I recommend taking the green one, trust me. So what you're gonna have to do is follow these red coins, follow the yellow coin road, and just collect 8 red coins. It's almost idiot proof. Except the last coin is extremely tricky. But I'm gonna show you a pro tip. Yes. Just follow. Now this is where it gets a little bit confusing. Around here. Because the coins kind of stop. And you have to get this red coin right here and avoid the yellow submarine. The yellow submarine. And the last red coin is extremely difficult to get. It's between those 2 boats. What you're supposed to do is jump between the 2 red boats. But if you miss, then you die. Well, here's a little pro tip. Make a big Yui and collect it here. Now, I got really scared here because I thought that you can still die. I was still thinking here that you could still die if you hit something, so I was being really cautious. And I tried to jump right here, but it was not working. It was not working. And apparently you don't die once you collect all 8 red coins. And I was like, whoa, maybe that's a glitch or something. I don't know. So I try again, and can you guess what happens? Oh, I jumped too early again. I'm mashing the A button, but it doesn't work. So then I realized that it's not a glitch. It's just my stupidity. And I believe 3rd time's a charm. No, 3rd time is not a charm. I should have edited some of this out, because this is just past failing stupidity, retardedness. And if you look carefully sometimes, you can actually see some of the levels. Like, we got a glimpse of Gelato Beach and Bianco Hills. But we'll be getting into that later. Now, the next level is Episode 7, which, as you've known, because I think I've repeated this, is always going to be chasing Shadow Mario. Which is very easy. It's almost a free shine sprite. Yeah. Not much to say. I hate saying yeah. I'm trying to stop that. Because I don't know. Shadow Mario Revisited. Yeah. I just did it again. But that was more of a space filler. It looks like a lot of people on YouTube, but they don't know what to say. They just say, yeah, like Copycat. They'll be like, yeah, stop bullying. Yeah, my internet video is gonna make everybody stop bullying. Like, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I don't understand this bullying thing. Like, why are people so offended by bullies, like by words? I just don't get it. I mean, I've never really been bullied, but I just don't get why people are, like, killing themselves. It may sound kind of ignorant, but I just don't understand it. And that's Shine Sprite number 16. DSACAs. That's Spanish, if you didn't know. That's your new thing of the day. Like, I always live by the motto. Well, it's not really a motto, it's just you learn something new every day, and you learned something new. You learned how to say 16 in Spanish. It's DSACS. Now, this is kind of an idiot mistake that I made. Well, it's not really an idiot mistake. I knew that this level involved a certain dinosaur, but I didn't know something about this level until I actually started this. I know I'm sounding kind of mysterious right now, but I don't really want to spoil it because I kind of came up with something funny to say about it. So, we have to get all the way over by that fruit thing and feed Yoshi the dinosaur because there's apparently a Shine Sprite that needs to be rescued. But it can only be gotten. I don't know if gotten is a word or not. But the only way to get fruit in this level is to bang on these things, and you have to give them a Durain. I think it's called a Durain. I'm not sure. I always thought there was like a coconut until I actually looked it up. But usually you have to bang on that thing like 20 times. And there's usually a Yoshi there, and I thought that you didn't have to unlock Yoshi, but apparently you have to. So I had to exit. Meh. Meh meh. Meh meh meh. Meh, meh, meh. And that is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Toodles.